Hello everyone, I am Ching Ko from the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. The paper I am presenting today is Mobilizing Instrumental Childcare Support for Postpartum Mothers, Needs for and Barriers to Infant-centric Family Informatics Practices in Hong Kong. Instrumental support is a type of social support featuring practical and tangible assistance. It is imperative to the physical and mental well-being of mothers and their newborns. The sources of postpartum mothers on instrumental aid are largely limited to partners, parents, in-laws, and domestic helpers who have physical access to the household. To relieve the anxiety and ensure daily functioning, postpartum mothers develop various tactics to mobilize the childcare aid from their support networks, including but not limited to the use of instrumental menus, to-do lists, and feeding charts for educating and tracking the activities of other babysitters. The rapid development of software, hardware, and internet technologies enables digital alternatives to conventional mothering methods. These developments intend to make maternity a self-manageable exercise. However, given the sources of postpartum movement on instrumental aid are largely limited to those who have physical access to the household, there is a pressing demand for informatics tools such as mobile health tracking apps that can meet the varying information needs of caregivers in the same household without overwhelming them. Such tools should support multiple family members to attend to the needs of the infants and communicate about mutual responsibilities through tracking and/or sharing information together, and thus fall into a category of family informatics systems. This work aims to gain an understanding on how new mothers mobilize infant-centric family informatics with their immediate instrumental support network and unfold their needs, expectations, and barriers in this process. We define infant-centric family informatics as a connected system of low, medium, and/or high-tech tools, such as paper sheets, timers, mobile apps, etc., that facilitate caregivers in a household to track and manage baby informatics together. We are particularly interested in investigating the current practices of orchestrating infant care among mothers and other caregivers, the barriers to embracing informatics and other ICT tools, and the correlation between mothers' perceived social support and accessibility to task records maintained by other caregivers while she's away from the baby, like being at work. To this end, we conducted an online survey with 84 young mothers in Hong Kong and half-a-year follow-up interviews with one volunteer household, monthly since the birth of the baby, as corroborating and anecdotal evidence to help clarify insights and design considerations derived from the survey results. Overall, our participants generally fall in the younger mother population. The distributions of the highest level of education and work participation on par with the LFPR of Hong Kong women in this age group. All participants had an infant under the age of 1 when taking the survey. We collected information on the frequency of new mothers in our main survey, offering 6 common infant care tasks, namely preparing food, feeding, changing diapers, bathing, monitoring baby status and activities, and bedtime to other caregivers in the household, as well as the perceived importance of task information to caregivers. A man reading U task indicates that there's a significant differences between the frequency of first-time mothers offloading feeding tasks to other caregivers than that of experienced mothers. About 32% of the first-time mothers in the survey entrusted others to feed their babies more than half of the time, whereas only 10% of the experienced moms would do so. When comparing the perceived importance of granting other caregivers access to various task information, men reading U task results only reveal significant differences in 2 ratings: the food preparation data for the fathers and the feeding data for the fathers. Postpartum women leverage assorted channels to accommodate infant-related care communication with other caregivers When asked if they were confident in entrusting the children to other caregivers, given their current mobilization methods, around 55% of the 74 mothers who engaged their partners in the childcare expresses high confidence. Of the 57 mothers receiving assistance from their parents or in-laws, 56% were rather confident about offloading tasks to them. For those having domestic helpers at home, only 36%. To understand the pain points of new mothers' current mobilization method, we carry out thematic analysis on their reflections to the survey. 86% of respondents pointed out that several barriers to collaborative infant care. We grouped the pain point identified into 5 main themes. In summary, the inability of caregivers, pragmatic challenges, time constraints and busyness, communication breakdown, and obstacles in attitudes may all impair mobilization of infant care with the instrumental support network. Later, we asked the new mothers how they felt about delegating childcare task tracking to the existing and all possible support network. If the content of paper logbooks and Messenger could easily be uploaded or synchronized to the apps, respectively. Their replies suggest that a significantly higher percentage of postpartum women would be more inclined to transfer that infant care tracking responsibilities to other caregivers, compared to the current practices and with a higher level of confidence given present methods. In particular, more than 85% of the mothers indicate that they would be likely or even extremely likely to involve the fathers in managing information about the babies if task mobilization could be streamlined easily across methods. If baby-centric information could easily flow through these communication channels, these new mothers would be more prepared to involve others in managing baby care. We asked the postpartum mothers to envision the scenario where they would have convenient access to childcare records maintained by other caregivers while away from the baby. About 85% of them expressed that they would entrust more care responsibilities to others. 77% felt that they would be less anxious, and 83% considered themselves to be better socially supported in that case. That is to say, most mothers in a survey concurred that a frictionless flow of information about childcare in the household could boost their willingness to seek instrumental support and relieve their psychological burden in the process. To conclude, we define infant-centric family informatics as a connected system of low, medium, and high-tech tools that facilitate caregivers in a household to track and manage baby informatics together. It is an ecosystem that may include, but is not necessarily, restricted to a single baby application. Translating the concept of agency in feminism to feminist HCI design, we further explore the challenges and opportunities in childcare mobilization through infant-centric family informatics and propose 9 potential design considerations of this ecosystem. Thank you.